YouTube, what's going on, guys? It is your boy iTry1 here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys another Destiny commentary. And the gameplay you're watching in the background is just some skirmish gameplay I pulled from this last weekend. Nothing too special about it until you watch the ending. Ending is actually really funny, in my opinion. It's kind of ironic. It's not ironic, because it happens so many times. But all you guys that know the story with this gun will know kind of how I felt when I saw it pop up. But not gonna spoil anything in the end. Hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, and I want to bring you guys a topic. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks since House of Wolves dropped. We've been able to see how it played out, what should have been done better, and how what was good about it, what was the good, the bad, the ugly, so to speak. It's kind of sparked my my topic because especially with the Skolas nerf lately, which I'll touch on that a little bit, but I really just want to say, good job, Bungie. You did a very successful expansion pack. I've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it, and it's been new. It's been innovative, and it's added for a lot new variety in the game that things have been missing. Now, this is not so much of I'm not gonna say this is a rant video, but this is a video about what I think Bungie should have done differently with the House of Wolves. First off, the Prison of Elders is a very good idea. It's excellent. It's kind of like it's sort of. It's sort of. It's nothing like zombies, but it kind of reminds me of zombies, which I was like, all right. I kind of like that kind of atmosphere. We kill, we keep killing, and it's not so much of we have to do this to do this. It's just you kill, and there's like small objectives here and there, and then your final boss fight gets you to the treasure room. I think the Prison of Elders was a good idea, very innovative, and pretty cool, to be honest. I did enjoy that. Now, what I think they should have done with this is when you beat the boss, you should, when you go to the treasure room, the guns should be better. Because let's be honest, number one, the guns that you would normally pull out of the Prison of Elders, they usually suck. They usually suck. They're not up to par at all with the Vault of Glass weapons, or not even up to par with the Crota weapons. The guns that you can get, you can have a great chance of re-rolling, and they can have some pretty decent perks. But normally with the perk status now, you can't not get the new weapons to be as good as Vault of Glass. You cannot get a Her Courtesy with Felwinter's Line Range. You cannot get a Hygiea Noblesse with Vision of Confluence damage. It doesn't happen. And I like the fact that they were being, they were trying to balance things out a little bit more with this new perk system. Like, you can't get Hammerforged 3. It's called Rifled Barrel. You take away from stability, but you get range. I like that. What they should have done, though, is put that in from the beginning. Like I said, they didn't know this is their first Destiny, so they were just kind of see how it would have played out. But the new weapons and the new system of how to get stuff is not at all equal to how it should be. It is completely subpar to any raid weapon and some of the legendaries that I have. I have a Judgment 6 with Field Choke, Hammer Forged, shot package, and final round. I mean, you can still get shot package in final round, but you don't get that as much heightened range as you normally would. So I like what you did, Bungie, with the balancing. It's just not fair, if you know what I mean. The Vault of Glass weapons are still gonna dominate everything because they're not changed. I'm not saying to change them. I say you buff the new weapons to make people want to use them, and make the new perk set a little bit more useful. Because I'm sorry, I don't see any point except Rifle Barrel and Reinforced Barrel, the only two new perks that I will ever use. Because think about it, Replenish to me, for example, Replenish is kind of a waste. I can spend 2 seconds reloading, or I can waste an entire perk of refilling my ammo when I pop a super. That's not cool. That's retarded. That was something that was kind of iffy, in my opinion. Is not really keen on that aspect. Or Army of One. I know what you're trying to do, but in Crucible, you never. It's usually you get a kill. You usually get more assists than kills. At least with me. At least in my opinion, because there's just so many. It's chaotic. Crucible's kind of chaotic. I think that was more of a Crucible perk, the Army of One. But it can just be so chaotic. I don't know. I think they need to bring the perks. They should have made the perks more up to par with, you know, the other weapons. Moving on from that, I think number 2, they needed to make the loot drop a little bit better, because it is RNG. It is RNG. I understand the fact that it is RNG, and exotics do not pull usually like randomly. But there's no guaranteed exotic drop. I know the first time you do Prison of Elders, you're guaranteed an exotic, but you're not guaranteed to repeat. Like, there's no exotic drop, so to speak. Like with Crota, you have Earute and Bottle Glass, you have the chest, which tend to pull really cool gear for at least 1 or 2 people that in your party, which is good. But with the Prison of Elders, there's no such thing. It's basically the same luck out of, what would you say, a Vanguard, like a Dragon Strike with exotics? I don't know. I think they need to buff the exotics, because it might be the same. I don't know, but in my opinion, I don't feel any different when I don't hardly see any exotics, unless it's like the first time they did it. So I feel like they need to buff the loot table on the Prison of Elders to make it up to par with the raids. Thirdly, I wish they would have made Prison of Elders 6-man. I mentioned this in one of my earlier videos, but Prison of Elders would have been very, very well done if it had a 6-man mode to it, just for the fact I could play with more people, and it could be a heck of a lot harder, but it'd also be a lot more fun, be more challenging. It'd be like a raid, but with prison. I think it also needed to be 6-man, just my opinion. But I guess my final argument, or my final thing I would have said to do different with the House of Wolves, is the Etheric Light issue. Etheric Light is way too easy to come by. 334s, that Thursday the DLC dropped. I don't like that. It took all longevity, it took all in-game from me when I got it immediately. What they should have done is in my opinion, made a Etheric Light where it drops, like armor. You know, in like Rage, you get Vault of Glass armor, you get Crota armor. I think Etheric Light should have to drop from that. Kind of like how Elder Cyber is just more common. But that's just my opinion. Etheric Light's way too easy to come by, and they just needed to make it a drop.
Only 5 minutes left.
Because who wants to just like get things done immediately? I like having something to go for, man. I feel like I'm done. But I don't know. I just feel like they really needed to make Etheric Light a drop, instead of getting from Iron Banner, getting from Trials of Osiris, getting so much from Trials, and then cut the percentage in the Nightfall. But I don't know. I just think that Etheric Light has just been too easy to come by. That's just my opinion. Overall, the House of Wolves has been fantastic. I'm not gonna complain about really anything. And did you see this 3-piece that I'm about to pick up? Oh baby, that was pretty. You gotta admit, that's pretty nice. Anyway, guys, I pulled a Mida multi-tool out. But if you enjoyed the Destiny commentary, don't forget to leave a like, rate, or comment what you think, and then subscribe to the channel. But as always, guys, it has been your boy iTriumphWin here. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.